All right, hello everybody. Sorry if it's lagging a little bit. It'll fix itself as we go here. But I'm their host, TomatoGrass. Thank you for tuning in to the Wizard Room, episode 12. So tonight we're going to be talking about Williams Pinball Pack 6. Joining me as always, let's welcome. Hold on, I got to bring up the whole panel here, but let's welcome Scoaljo. Scoaljo, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great. Hope everybody out there is. Hope everybody's having a good Monday.
Also joining us tonight is Chalatalove. Chalatalove, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
Doing great. What's up, everyone? Woohoo!
And last but certainly not least, we have a special guest tonight. We have Mad Ben Han. Mad Ben Han joining the discussion. How you doing, buddy?
Good. What's going on, guys? It's nice to be here for once in a while, you know?
Well, we got a full docket here. All right. I'm glad everybody could make it. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to discuss this pinball pack. So Williams Pack 6. There's 3 games. You have Space Shuttle, Dr. Dude, and FunHouse. I almost forgot my favorite one of the pack. So I'm not that little spoiler alert. What I think is the best one. But let's go around the horn. Let's start with you, Scoaljo. Scoaljo, what's your favorite one in this pack?
I think I got to go with Space Station in this one. I really like FunHouse a lot. But Space Station, I find every single time I play that game, I have a lot of fun. And playing it with other people is a lot of fun. So that's the one that I've gotten the most fun out of so far.
For sure. I would say I'll do myself. I think that FunHouse is, I think, the best one in this pack. But Space Station is a close second for me. And it's just a really fun game. And obviously Ben will probably know that I do love that game because I took over his spot on the leaderboard. No, but I do. I think that it's a great pack with a lot of different games to offer a lot of different experiences. These games are relatively older, though. What do you think, Chalatalove? Do you like this pack?
Oh yeah, I really enjoy this pack. I think my favorite of the pack is, I'm a weird one, but I like Dr. Dude. That's right up my alley. I really dig that game. The sleeper for me was Space Station. Space Station was the sleeper, and I'm really digging it.
Well, somebody had to pick Dr. Dude. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it, right? A lot of love says that he likes Dr. Dude. We'll go over to Mad Ben Han. Mad Ben Han, do you have a favorite of these 3?
You know what? I think it's interesting that no one picked FunHouse, but I'm not going to pick FunHouse either because I don't like it too much. Well, but it's the toss-up between Dr. Dude and Space Station. I actually like them both, but they're just a little different from each other. But I like Party Zone, so I definitely like Dr. Dude too. So,
gotcha. Well, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's great. It's weird that nobody picked FunHouse. I think it's probably. I guess I pick FunHouse, right? I think that it's of the games. I think it has the most to offer, and Dr. Dude probably has a lot to offer, but I haven't really played it because I played one game and I'm like, no, I don't like this. But that's neither here nor there. But let me go up. Let me open up the notes. We're going to start with Space Station. It's the first table we're going to talk about. Okay. And yeah, I don't remember who said it, but yeah, it's a sleeper of the pack. I didn't really think that I was going to like this game, but it was the first one that I played in this pack. So Space Station was a Williams machine that was released in 1987. So it's a little on the older side as far as a lot of the recreations that we've done. More like that Williams Pack 9. I kind of got that vibe when I loaded this up. Like it felt like Pinball a lot to me when I first loaded it up. I'm like, oh, it's almost like a pin. I know Pinball has its own sequels, but I'm like, this is almost kind of like a Pinball kind of game. Scoaljo, I see you kind of nodding along. Did you kind of get that kind of vibe when you loaded this up when you played it for the first time? Especially because it's like, I feel like the layout's pretty not too similar, but I mean it's kind of similar, and there's like not a whole lot of like toys or like things going on. It's kind of just like hit this shot, and that's how you're going to get your points.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, but I actually think this table plays to that. I think that's what makes this table great, is because the shots aren't too difficult. There's a lot of things that happen, but your goal is your goal. You know what you need to do. You know how to do it, and it's tough, but it's fun when you do it. So I think that's why I like this table so much.
Gotcha. And yeah, one distinction. Biggie D said Space Station or Space Shuttle. If I end up saying Space Shuttle, forgive me, because that's just like in my mind. It's always like like when I think of a pinball space game, it's Space Shuttle comes to mind. But Space Station. We're playing Space Station. So the basic design of this game, okay, is you've got two flipper. It's a two flipper game. It doesn't have. It's not like your natural history games where you got 8 flippers and a basement play field and this and that. You got 2 flippers. You got your left lane, your center lane, your right ramp, and that's pretty much it. You have those bumpers up there, which is actually a pretty integral part of the game, which we will get into. But I feel like the ball hardly ever like the only way you get the ball into the bumpers is you get it up into that second play field and it feeds down in there. But as far as like shooting up into the bumpers, it's like it doesn't really happen. Scoaljo? Not Scoaljo. Sorry, I'm almost kind of flustered because there's just so many people in this discussion, right? Chalatalove. The bumpers. A lot of games, I feel like bumpers are almost kind of something to avoid because they're so dangerous. But I've noticed in this game, I can probably count on one hand how many times a ball has gotten a weird kick out of the bumpers, and I'm like in really big trouble. Do you kind of and I'll kind of build on that in saying that the flippers and the slingshots are a very unique way that they're set up. They're not like the normal thing where the slingshots are up here and the flippers are down here, which can lead to some funky bounces, but it's like it's more like you once you get used to that part of the play field, you're kind of just like, I'll take care of stuff down there, but I don't really have anything like the bumpers that kicks out down towards the middle. Have you noticed anything like that, or do you think that there's any real danger on the upper part of this play field?
Not a whole lot of danger. I mean, every once in a while you'll get a weird little flick out of those bumpers down like one of the out lanes. Most of the time, man, it's just the angles of those of the flippers, and trying to guess on whether or not you're going to get a dead flip or not. That was kind of the hard part for me, was figuring out the angles, just because those flippers are not the same on any other table than they are on this table. They're a little funky.
Yeah, and you mentioned trying to dead flip the ball, and like when the ball and the flippers, it kind of is unpredictable. And I'm going to go to Ben here because I know Ben will really have a good opinion on this. Dead flips are weird, and when you try to catch the ball can go up and hit the sling. Like normally, that's never a thing. If you try to catch the ball on the flipper, it's not going to come up and hit the slingshot. Next thing you know, it's going over to the other side of the table. But on this one, you really have to know that if the ball is coming in hot, you're not going to catch it, because you're actually going to give yourself more trouble than you would if you just let it go. Wouldn't you say, Ben? And what do you think about the flipper in the slingshot configuration here?
So it's interesting the way that the flippers are set up and the way the slings are set up. It's purposefully set up that way so that when it dead bounces off the flipper, it's gonna go hit into the sling on the opposite side. Where if you try to catch it, it's gonna fling back into the sling on the the other side that the flipper is on. So it's the game is meant to be played that way. They want you to be in a constant battle between the slingshots, going back and forth, and it's forcing you to try to read where that ball is going. And sometimes it's just bad luck. Sometimes it hits that sling, it's going right out the out lanes because there's no in lanes. It's just going out. So sometimes you feel it's just luck, right? So
yeah. But what I will say is that I feel like the out lanes on this table aren't as brutal as I would think that they would be, especially because it seems like a lot of times you end up getting your left kickback. I think you reactivate it by getting to pretty much half of the awards in the center of the table will give you that you light your out lanes, right? But you never get one on the right side. But like, I don't. It doesn't like. There's definitely some games like it comes to my mind like Tomb Raider where it's like, dude, every other time it's coming down, it's going towards the out lanes. And you would think a game that hits the slingshots as much as this, you would have way more out lane trouble. But I haven't noticed a whole lot. But that we'll see what happens as we keep on playing it. Maybe I've just been really lucky. But let's talk about the main objective on this game, okay? Because it looks like a pretty simple game. Well, it is a pretty simple game because basically there's only really one thing. There's one thing you're going for, and then there's like one A and one B. It's kind of like two things together, but basically you're going for the multi-ball in this game, right? So then, why don't you tell everybody how you start the multi-ball in this game?
So the multi-ball it's pretty easy to start. It's not your traditional, you're making certain shots on a ramp, right? There's two sets of rollovers, the top rollovers and the lower player field rollovers. So there's three, I think 1, 2, and 3 rollovers on top. So you gotta light up all 3 of those rollovers to start, to open up your locks. That's really easy to do because it's the way it is. It's set up. It's like you get that and then you get to lock the balls. I think it's the left ramp, and that's a pretty easy shot too. So, I mean. That's all to it, really, guys. And once you lock the balls and you start multi-ball, and if you do fail the multi-ball, the thing is you always want to have at least two of those lit up, so that when you start the next multi-ball, you only need one rollover to start multi-ball again.
Yeah, and the thing, and the one big thing about this game, I mean, not really that big if you're going to try to get a high score, but it's like when we're going to be playing this tonight, and we're only going to play 3 balls, and it could be a really fast game. You don't have to even open the locks the first time. The game just starts off that the locks are open. So, you can hit that, like as soon as the ball comes down to the flippers, you can hit that left ramp and, you're going to lock your left lane and you're going to lock the ball. And the one interesting thing about the ramps and the locks is that there's that drop target on the right ramp that's up when you start the game. And in order to open that ramp, whether you want to lock a ball over there or you're in multi-ball and you want to actually collect the stop and score, which that's the last thing that we're going to talk about. The biggest part of this game is stop and score. If you want to do that, you actually have to hit that drop target no matter what to open that ramp. But then as soon as you do, the lady comes on the call outs and says like drop, something's open. I don't remember what's said, but you have to hit that drop target to open that ramp. So what I was talking about there was stop and score, okay? By far, the one thing about this game that you have to, there's not really any way to master it, but it's just being aware of what it is and being aware of when you're in a situation where you're like, okay, now I can really score some points. Stop and score. Chalatalove, have you? And I'm not going to put you on the spot too much, but have you figured out anything about that in this game? Have you noticed that, like, hey, I can get that stop and score multiplier up, and that would be a way to get a lot of points? Have you, like, I'm kind of leading the discussion because I'm going to go into how it really works, but have you noticed that, like, man, I can really get a lot of points with that stop and score?
Yeah, especially getting those multipliers as high as you can get them. Filling out that USA at the top, that's the key. Really, really of of maximizing your potential of being able to get some pretty decent points hitting that stop and score.
Yes. So what he's talking about is if you look on the very top of the playfield, it's really hard to see it on this picture because it's kind of blocked by that upper playfield. But at the very top of that playfield, there's 3 rollovers right above the bumpers, okay, on the main playfield. They spell USA. If you fill out those 3 rollovers, you will increase the stop and score multiplier. It goes 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. It can go up to 5 times. Okay. And when you open that right ramp, okay, as soon as you open it when you're not in multi-ball, it will be it'll be open for your stop and score where you hit it and it will give you a score. But where it's really important is in multi-ball, because what happens is, let's say you've not you don't even have to lock the ball first, but let's say you've locked the ball and now you need to lock your second ball. If you look on the DMD, okay, it's going to start at 20,000. There's going to be a little counter. The numbers are going to be climbing up really fast, right? It's going to start at 20,000, okay, and it goes up to 100,000 or 99,999, right? It goes all the way up there. So what that number is when you hit that ramp, it's going to give you that score for your stop and score. Now, if you have the multiplier, it's going to multiply it. So if you have stop and score times 3 and you hit it at 90,000, you just scored 270,000. Oh, and by the way, when you lock 2 balls in multi-ball, that's how you get your jackpot of 200,000 points. So I'll go right back to you, Ben, because we were talking about this before the show. When I got my high score, I actually never did get 5 times. I did get 5 times multiplier, but I never actually collected it. I actually drained. But you would the ideal situation would be to get a 4 times multiplier, get into the multi-ball, and you could get 400,000, 200. You could get 1,000,000 points every single time. Wouldn't that be the dream? And did that happen to you when you got your 13 million? Because I'm sitting there going, man, that had to happen at least once.
No, it didn't happen. I think the highest I got was times 4. But that is the only way you'll get a high score in this game, because when I played, I saw the rescue jackpot. And I was like thinking to myself, all right, 10 million, right? I have to hit that 50 times. That's just a certain amount of times I got hit it just get 10 million. So there has to be other ways to get points. And you said exactly what it was. You have to get that multiplier high as you can. Ideally times 5. Now the most points you can maximize during multi-ball at the end would be times 5 for that stop and score, 100,000, let's say. So times out of 500,000 for one shot. You got 2 balls.
Right. It's at 1.2 million points.
1.2 million on one jackpot.
On one jackpot. See, and that's the thing, guys. It's like you might be thinking, man, like to get over 10 million points, like you'd have to be playing this for hours. Well, if you're not utilizing stop and score, and then you're just getting your rescue jackpot, you're not scoring points. So like in the multi-ball, because the way that you lock balls in the multi-ball is, you can hit the left lane, or you can hit that right ramp, dude. But you want to be hitting the right ramp the whole time. Like when you hit that left one, it's kind of okay when the balls are flying around, and that's how you can kind of slow it down and you can be ready to line up your shot on the right ramp. But don't ever be sitting there with like one ball and you're going to lock your second ball for your jackpot and just shoot the left ramp. Like, don't do that. Like, you just threw away, if your stop and score is at 3 times, you just threw away potentially 300,000 points for no reason. So always be conscious of, like, if your multiplier is not 2 times or 3 times, it's kind of, you actually kind of want to be focused on getting to like getting that multiplier up. But pretty much regardless, you always want to be going for that stop and score. So how do you, like, the way that you increase that multiplier is, like we said, you do the USA rollovers. And I think it's more luck than anything. Like, I know that you can shoot up the center. The ball's going to come down the top play field. It's always going to come down that one little hole, and then it's just going to come down. It's going to come down to the bumpers and hopefully hit the bumper and shoot up into the rollover. Sometimes you can fill that out like 2 or 3 times when it's up there. One time it just keeps going up and back to A or something. Chalatalove, have you found anything? have you found any other way to get to those bumpers besides just shooting it up the middle and getting that play field? And if you lock a ball, it's the same thing if you plunge it, right? It goes to that play field as well. And I know that you can kind of I've shot it up. I've missed the left ramp and it's gone up there, but I don't really want to do that because I feel like you missed that shot, you're coming back at you.
Yeah, I mean it's risky. It's risky on that left orbit shot. I guess that's what you would call it, the left orbit shot. That's the only way that I know that you can get it up there. But 9 times out of 10, it goes into the lock and it doesn't go down into the bumper. So it's luck. It's a lot of luck.
What's really funny is I'm looking at the picture that I have here, and so this is the playfield picture that I have. They have the visual lectures turned on, and it has the little fire or the ball trails. It has the ball trails turned on, and you can see the little fire behind the ball. And I'm like, that shot there on the left is essentially how you would get up there, but there's almost no way. That is, don't even try to be doing that.
No room for error there. Yeah.
That's probably why they put that picture on there, because they're like, damn, we actually had a ball shoot up there. That's pretty you can't really do that. But here's one thing that I'll just say before we get on to the next table about this game is can't understate how important that stop and score bonus is. So a good thing to do, because one thing about it is as soon as you drain a ball, your stop and score multiplier resets back to one times again. So you could be in real trouble. So what you want to do is, even in your first multi-ball, it's not a bad idea to not worry about the jackpots. Is get a ball locked, and then while you got a ball locked, shoot it up the middle a bunch of times, because shooting it up the middle is the way that the ball's going to go up into that upper play field and come down to the bumpers and shoot in there. And if you end up screwing it up and the ball drains, well, you were in multi-ball, so the ball's not over. But it's worth it to take a multi-ball where you don't have a high stop and score multiplier and spend some time trying to fill out those rollovers. Because as soon as you get to 2 times, 3 times, then start going for it, because next thing you know, you get lucky. Now you're at 4 times, 5 times, and that's what I would say. We're gonna go to the next one, but extra balls in this game. You have those center awards. They start. I don't know. I spent 5 minutes seeing if I plunged it differently, if it would start with different ones. It seems kind of random, but always the right one usually is lit up for the extra ball first. But I got to imagine there's probably some way to do it, but I've never figured it out. Ben, have you figured out anything with that? Or are you kind of just I'm plunging the ball and I'm just going to get what I get?
I don't think I think it's all luck. I tried multiple different ways of doing it. But you're right. I think the right one is always extra ball at a certain plunge, because it does seem there is something to it, but I don't really waste my time for it. I don't go for it, honestly. I mean, the only time I would go for the extra ball is if there's one spot target left, and it's lit up.
That's what I was going to say, is that I almost kind of just disregard those center awards 99.9% of the game. The only time I even kind of pay attention to it is if I'm one shot away from one of them. Let's say, and especially if I'm at the beginning of a ball, or I don't have a 4 times stop and go multiplier where I cannot drain now, because that's the one thing I do like about this game, is that you're grind. It's ball by ball. If you drain a ball, you got to get back up to it, but then you might get to your 4 times multiplier, and it's go time now. Now I have to perform, and I have to be careful, but I have to perform. Whereas if I just drain the ball, and now the things that even if it doesn't stop on the extra ball light, I might be 1 away. You can change what is you can re-randomize that by hitting that spot target on the right. If I'm on a brand new ball and I'm kind of ticked off and I'm I need to get that ball back, I might spend a couple shots hitting that spot target to try to get that back, especially if I'm 1 target away. Now, if I look over there and I see 4 spot targets flashing at me, I'm going to be well, then okay, whatever. But that's how you get an extra ball. I had it in my notes here. There's been a couple times in this game, okay, where it's giving me an extra ball when I hit one of the ramps, and it's just like extra ball. And it's not like a score, because sometimes I've gotten it at 1 million, sometimes I've gotten it at 4 million. Chalatalove or anybody, do you guys know like what is that other extra ball rule? Like what causes you to get an extra ball there? Like sometimes I'll just hit a ramp and it's like, oh, nice job, you got an extra ball.
Your guess is as good as mine, brother.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
noticed it too. It's just all of a sudden I had an extra ball.
I don't complain about it. I just take it.
It's a welcome surprise, but I'm always sitting there like I need to figure that out. And then I'm like looking into it, and I'm like, I don't have any clue. Good luck. You don't even bother reading the rules, because I'm not going to tell you anything. All right, so that's Space Station. So that's a really good game. We will be playing that one first tonight. Let's go on to a table that I'm not going to be able to discuss in depth, but we're going to give the reins to the other members of the panel, and that was going to be Dr. Dude. Dr. Dude. So let's go ahead and start with Ben, because Ben, I believe you still have the high score on the back class here. Why don't you just give us a little rundown of what is this game all about? What are you mainly going for?
So you're mainly going for the multi-ball for Dr. Dude. You got the 3 sets of elements, right? You have the magnetic personality, Heart of Rock, and Gift of Gabby. So I think you have to hit those spot targets in order to get the 3 steps of spot targets and allow you to go into the Mix Master. Once you go to the Mix Master, you need to get the X-ray shot. Once you get the X-ray shot, then your multi-ball. 2-ball multi-ball starts. That two-ball multi-ball, you have to shoot up the Mix Master at first to collect the jackpot. It's like 10 hits within the mixer, then it's 20, and so on and so forth. But that's pretty much it, the whole game. But once the multi-ball is over, your play field is 2x. So that's where you have to perform. Because at that point, the 2x, once you go back to the Mix Master or the multi-ball, your jackpot is now 2x.
So so everything.
Everything is
Everything.
So that 2x is actually very important, because you want to get that 2x, especially when you I think there's a reward that will max out your jackpot, which is 5 million. So if you get the 2x with that max jackpot of 5, now your jackpot is 10 million if you get it. But let's say if you don't get that, you want to go all the way down to become a super dude, right? I think that you have to keep progressing through the game. And then that's that one shot. It's a gazillion point shot. It's in the Mix Master. So what that really means is not really a gazillion points, but there's a lot of value in there. Because every time you shoot up to the Mix Master, every time one bump in the Mix Master is 500,000 points. And you guys play, you know that it can bounce in the Mix Master quite a bit. But now if you have 2x during that period, it's 1 million points per hit in the Mix Master. And your score could rack up really fast. So my score right now on the leaderboard is nothing, because I can see that score go up to 100 million if you can actually do what I just said. It sounds easy, but the problem is that thing is a drain monster. So it's hard to progress 2 sets of elements and you go to the multi-ball twice without draining.
Gotcha. I'll go over to you, Chalatalove. I think you said this was your favorite, if I remember correctly. What is your favorite part about this game? What is the one thing that draws you to this game more than the others?
The absolute crazy speeds and how it pushes you to keep the ball in motion. It is a crazy challenge to keep control of the ball and make accurate shots, because one and it's like Party Zone. One inaccurate shot, you'll lose the ball without a question. You'll lose the ball. So it really, really pushes you to be extremely accurate, and I mean extremely accurate in your shots on this table.
And it's funny that he goes, yeah, it's like Party Zone in the fact that, it's as soon as somebody says anything like that, I'm like, well, this game, I don't want to play it. But listen, guys, it's no secret that I don't like Party Zone, and they're not even because it's a bad game. It's just like I just don't like it. But so as it stands, I actually haven't played this. I haven't even played 3 balls of this game. So it's going to be interesting when we play this. This will be our second game tonight. It will be like the first time I've ever played all 3 balls. Scoaljo, have you put a lot of time into this game? And is there any if somebody was going to play this game for the first time, do you think there's anything that they really ought to focus on, or is it kind of more like you're kind of shooting all over the table here?
I'd say if it's the first time playing the game, try to hit it up in the Mixmaster. That's a lot of fun. And when it's coming back down there, you're slinging around the table, you're going to hit something. It's a tough game in that, like Chalatalove was saying, it's if you miss your shot, it drains straight down the middle, and it is punishing. So avoid the middle and hit your lanes. That's the biggest thing about this table.
Gotcha. Yeah, Stop Nudging Me is asking questions about multi-ball Mixmaster hit requirements. Listen, I'm usually pretty well versed on a lot of these games. This one, I really wish Ben didn't drop off there because he might be able to answer your questions. If he ends up playing tonight, he'll probably be able to go into depth on this table a lot. But guys, I haven't really played a whole lot of this game, but I'm sure that you know what's funny though. Like it's funny that it seems sometimes when I play a game and I don't really know what I'm doing, I kind of do pretty well. And then it seems like you get it in your mind that like I really need to start going for this. And then you'll just get into a slump where it's like you'll play 20 games and you will still not have beat the first time that you played that game. Chalatalove, I see you nodding along. Do you get that? Especially, and I know this is kind of going off on a tangent. This isn't specific to this Dr. Dude game. But, I've been playing a lot of like real pinball lately, and I'll play a lot of machines that I haven't played before. You, on your stream, you'll spin a wheel and you play a game that you might not have played before. Have you noticed that sometimes the very first time you play a game and we're all pretty well versed in how to do a lot of pinball stuff and we know how the balls react and stuff and we can hit shots. Don't you think that sometimes, just not really having like getting so pigeonholed in one specific thing can actually improve your score?
Yeah, I agree, and I call it, what I call it personally is 2 different ways of playing pinball. For me, when I go into a table, more in a reactive kind of way, instinctive playing of pinball. Instinct shooting is what I call it. And then once I kind of know the table, then I'm more goal-oriented in playing and goal-oriented in shooting different shots. And that's when it gets difficult. That's when the instinct goes away and I am really, really trying to do specific goals on a table that can be pretty difficult most of the time for me.
And I think one of the big things about why that is the case, like that you can score more when you don't really know what you're doing, is that a lot of times, a lot of these goals in these games that we're going for, I can't say so much about Dr. Dude, but I know there's a couple games that come to mind when I think about it. When you learn what to go for, there are payoffs, but a lot of times when you're going for something, you're not going to get a score until you actually complete it. So when you're just shooting the ball around, you're hitting something over here that's 1,000,000 points. You're hitting something over there that's 500,000. But like now, like let's say you want to go for a goal. Like I have to get into multi-ball and I have to get the super jackpot. Well, going for multi-ball might give you 0 points in the time you're trying to do it, and then when you're in the multi-ball, it's like, all the switches are on, but you're really only going to get a big score when you get a jackpot. So that's the thing about a lot of these pinball games, guys, is, don't get discouraged, especially as you're learning a game, right? And you learn what you want to be doing. Don't be like, well, now I know what to do, and I don't know. I learned. I know that I suck at this game, and I don't want to play it anymore. I was doing better when I didn't know anything about it. Well, don't get too discouraged, because when you learn a lot of these games, you'll learn where the payoffs are. Yeah, it's going to be hard, but it makes it even more satisfying when you actually do it. Because yeah, your floor is going to go down because you could have a game where you score nothing, but your ceiling is going to go way higher because you know where those points are. Whereas you're just flipping the ball around, it's like your ceiling is almost kind of set. It's like you're going to last maybe 5 minutes, and you're going to get what you can get in 5 minutes, and it could be high, it could be medium, but when you learn where the payoffs are, that's where you're like, if you're looking at the back class, those are people that learn, hey, that there's something that has to be done in this game. Scoaljo, could you agree with that? Can you agree with that sentiment? And can you understand how some people might be frustrated, like when they learn a game and it's like, now that I learned how to do it, like I learned that I can't do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's an added dimension once you're trying to figure out what to do, because it's not just your reaction time. You're adding in another quarter second of, okay, it's coming down this in lane, and I gotta, okay, am I aiming for the ramp or the orbit this time around? So yeah, there's definitely a difference once you're trying to complete the modes, which I think is what makes it easier when you first put on a table or just slinging it around and say, hey, this is fun, this is fun, this is fun. And then you find those points. And then, once you try to actually aim it and try to build up to that, that's where you're going to start losing, and you got to kind of find those shots again.
And that's why I don't remember how long ago it was where we were talking about, one piece of advice for like some of these games. I know one week we were just talking about how important it is to be patient. You have to be patient in a lot of these games, especially because it's going to test you. Because, like I said, you will play a game where you're going to know what to do, and now like you're just you get so frustrated because it's like you feel like there's no way that I should be doing worse than I've ever done because I know how to play this game. But you're gonna get through it. But you just have to be patient, because if you're patient and you're calm and you can roll with the punches, because you're going to get punched. You're going to get knocked out a lot, okay? But if you can roll with that, that big score is on the horizon. Guarantee it. Now, I know we kind of went off into a tangent. I kind of wanted to go off on a tangent here because I don't really know about this table, guys. So with that, we're going to go to the third table, okay? The last table, what I think is the best one in this pack is FunHouse, okay? So let me bring up my notes again. But first and foremost, FunHouse was designed by Pat Lawler. Okay. Now I know we just had the Red and Ted's Roadshow, which was also designed by Pat Lawler. But I think, and Pat Lawler, guys, is the guy who designed Addams Family. Okay. No other game I think is more apparent that it was designed by the guy who made Addams Family than this table. Yeah. Okay. Immediately when I'm playing this game, I'm like, dude, it's almost like the Addams Family just flipped, just mirrored. Like you're playing Addams Family in the mirror, right? Because, for instance, right? Okay, the flippers. Okay, you got the two main flippers and you got a cross ramp flipper. And the Addams Family, you got the two main ones in the upper flippers on the right. On this one, you got the two main flippers and the upper flippers on the left. Okay. Now in the Addams Family, you got a cross ramp that's split. Okay, you got the train, and then you got the one loop that's your jackpot loop to get it when you're in the multi-ball. In this game, you got a cross ramp, and it's split. The top one goes up to Rudy's mouth. The bottom one is your trap door, which is your jackpot shot in multi-ball. Okay, and then last but not least, you have the left orbit in this game. Okay, the left orbit goes all the way around, and it comes down to bumpers that come down towards the right side, and then there's a multiple in-lane kind of situation there, and the bumpers actually could go out to the out lane, but it's kind of like you're hoping it comes down one of the two in lanes. Well, that's the left side of the Addams Family, minus that little flipper, which was on Red and Ted's Roadshow. It's not on I don't think it's on this one, right? No. Yeah, there's no little flipper there, but the ball hardly ever goes out towards the out lane, so it's not missed. But guys, I knew this game was designed by Pat Lawler, but I kind of forgot for a second when I loaded it up and I was playing it like on this machine for the first time. And I was like, dude, like this is literally the exact same game as the Addams Family. And but in a good way though. Like I like it. It does have some different stuff to offer. But Chalatalove, you had to have known, like you had to have felt the same way when you first loaded this up, that you were kind of like, it almost seems like it's like mandatory that you're looking at this game going, wow, I can definitely tell that this is the same guy.
Yeah, I felt like I've played this table before, but something was weird. Something was different about it. And, realizing that it's almost just an exact mirror image of the Addams Family really just kind of put the game in perspective for me. So it really helped out.
Yeah. Scoaljo, when you first played this game, did you get that same kind of feeling too? And did you at least like it when you first played it?
Oh yeah. I was a big fan of FunHouse. I played it a few times in real life, and it's a great table. It's I almost think of it as an Addams Family light in a way, because there's no magnet in the middle, and it doesn't feel quite as punishing as Addams Family, but it is very similar. The pot bumpers actually aren't quite as dangerous as Addams Family either.
Yes.
So I don't get nearly as nervous when I get on that side of the table.
Right. And that's a cool point that you made there, because when I get into some of the scoring on this, the bumpers are actually something that you do want to go for quite a bit in this game. And the fact that I think I've only gone out that right out lane maybe once or twice in the couple hours that I've played this game. Like, it doesn't go out there. There's a little post there, which I'm not sure. It's probably a little bit different on every single machine you would play in real life. But at least on this, like, it bounces off of there, and it usually comes down the end lanes. So this game, guys, it is the main objective. It's almost too. Well, this isn't as too faceted as like Space Station, where it's kind of like, it's two things in one. This is actually two separate things that you're going for. Okay, you have multi-ball, and then you have completing the mirror for the frenzy. Okay, now the way you get into a multi-ball in this game is you have a clock. Okay, now I'm not really paying attention to the DMD when I'm playing. It has a little more detail if you look at the DMD. But if you look at the center of the play field, there's a clock there. Okay, you start off at like, I think when you start the game, you're at like 8 o'clock or something like that. Like, it's not all the way at the back. It's like halfway or something like that. And every switch on the play field has a value that it adds to the minutes. So if you start at like, if you're at like 8 o'clock, you hit something, it might add 10 minutes. It might add 15 minutes, okay? But as you keep progressing, you're eventually going to get to 11:30, okay? And then you're going to get the doorbell sound, that da-na-na-na, okay? That means you are ready to lock the balls for multi-ball, okay? The lock is that center lane. You hit one ball in there, and then you plunge it, and then you hit the ball in there again, and then you can shoot the ball into Rudy's mouth for a multi-ball. But I think this is a good time to point out and talk about the skill shot. Now, maybe this is a common theme, but you know what, Chalatalove, I'm always going to go to you for the skill shot, because I think you're a good skill shot connoisseur, right? So the skill shot in this game, okay, it's called Rudy's Hideout. What is the skill shot in this game?
That particular skill shot, you light plunge, and it basically goes up towards the top part of the arc of the where you shoot it in, and it falls behind basically Rudy's head, and locks the ball and gives you, I think, what, 500,000? 500? Is it 500,000?
It starts at 250.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I never go for that shot, so I don't know.
Really? Okay. I'm going to learn now.
So that is the skill shot. Now, I believe there's isn't there a super skill shot when it comes to hitting? No, I'm not sure. Is there a super skill shot on this one? I don't know.
If we're not going for Rudy's Hideout, then I don't know what we're going to be going for here. So if you guys can enlighten me.
I always go for Rudy's Hideout.
And most people do. Most people go for Rudy's Hangout. Now, there's an advantage to light plunging here, and going down your that first in lane, that will light one of your pop bumpers. Okay. And if you're going to be locking those balls quite a bit. So once you go down that lane, it will light all your pop bumpers. When you light your pop bumpers, every time you hit that pop bumpers, 5 minutes that's added to your time.
Yep.
So,
and when it's lit, it's like 15.
Yes. And you can multiply them. That's what I was going to say. You can multiply them up to that point. So every time you hit those pop bumpers and you have all of them lit, you're basically getting closer and closer and closer to being able to lock balls to get your multi-ball. That also shooting, if you do that as a skill shot, so to speak, you can hit it directly into the mirror and start multi-ball.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, because the first time you plunge it on a ball, that mirror will be lit. But let's say, you're just getting into like your multi-ball or something, like you're getting into the first one. And where that would really play into, like, now this is actually kind of opening my eyes a little bit, because I'm like, actually I could use that, because
there's a lot more control with the ball as well, though. You're not swinging around, it's not going all over the place. You're not trying,
and it's not guaranteed that you're even going to hit it in there either. Yeah, like when you try to go for that Rudy's hideout, because the way that you do it is it's just below a full plunge. But I mean, like, the timing of it, like, sometimes I'll swear that I did it perfect, and then it goes short. And when it goes all the way up, and then it's and it's got that much speed when it's coming down, then it's a little less predictable. Or it can go all the way around, and I'm like, well, now I could be in trouble here.
That's why there's those two different ways of being able to play this game. Now, you can take the points now, or you can take your points in getting closer to the multi-ball and being able to do multi-balls more. I like being able to try to get the multi-balls as many times as I can in this game. Gotcha. That's the only way I can get the score.
So what RetroTech does here is that, it maxes out at 1 million. See, when I've been playing this game, I haven't really kind of thought about, getting those in lanes and kind of using those to help progress into multi-ball. I always just look at it as, I get that up to 1 million, and now every time I plunge the ball, I'm going to be trying to get 1 million points, which is good, because you might plunge the ball a dozen times in a game, and if you can get 12 million points doing that, that's pretty cool. But one thing that I do want to talk about is there is the multi-ball in this game, but there's also the frenzy when you complete the mirror. Okay, so you do that by every time you light the mirror. Normally, the way you light that scoop is you hit Rudy's mouth. Okay. But I guess you said you can also light it with one of those in lanes there? Can you do that?
The scoop? No, that's just on the first.
Okay, no, that was just the bumpers.
Yeah,
okay. Regardless, the way that you light the scoop is you hit Rudy's mouth, and then you can hit the scoop will light up, and then you can hit it. One big thing about this is you get into the frenzy mode, and then all the switches are lit up, and you only get 20 seconds, and then you just score as much as possible. If you can do that and start the frenzy mode right before you get into a multi-ball. I'm talking like you've already got it up to midnight, and you're going to start the frenzy mode, and the last shot that you have to start multi-ball is hit Rudy's mouth. Okay? You can get a lot of points, because I'm not sure exactly how it works, but when you're hitting switches during that frenzy mode, it almost kind of half stops the timer. Like, because I know I've only done it like one time. I did it in my high score game. I did it one time, and I was trying to do it, but I got the frenzy mode started, and then I got into the multi-ball, and I was like, I'm gonna have 3 balls flying around. I'm gonna hit a lot of stuff. Dude, it lasted for like over a minute, because the frenzy mode is only 20 seconds long. It lasted for over a minute, and I got like 25 million points in a bonus in my frenzy. Normally, in a good frenzy, you might get a couple million. Dude, I had like a couple dozen million from that.
Wow.
So
Interesting.
It's hard to do, because one of the key parts of completing that mirror is you have to be hitting Rudy's mouth a lot, and when you're going to lock balls for multi-ball, like eventually once his mouth's open, like you can't do that anymore. So you have to strategize, and you have to try to do it right. Normally, I'm not actually going for it, But there's sometimes in the game where I'm like, say I'm one thing away from completing the mirror, and I'm like at 11 o'clock. I'm like, let me slow down here and think about how I want to do this, because I really want to start that frenzy when I get into the multi-ball. And you know what? Like one shot, like you hit the lock too early, and you might have just made it so it's impossible. But it is possible, guys, and it got me a lot. Like my high score game, I didn't even get that many multi-balls, because I know, like, if you get into a multi-ball and you hit that trap door, you can get a couple million, and then you reset the jackpot by hitting the left ramp. It's kind of almost like, it's just like the Addams Family, where your one jackpot and multi-ball is your cross ramp, and to restart it, I think you hit the scoop in that game, the vault. But in this game, you just hit the ramp, so you hit the mirror image of that, right? Like, if you know how to play the Addams Family, you will figure out how to play this game, guaranteed. Okay, but yeah, so frenzy mode. Between the two of you, Scoaljo and Chalatalove, I'm not sure which of you has the higher score on this game. Scoaljo, do you know how much you've gotten on this game?
Let's see, 62, almost 63 million.
Man, I don't think I've gotten that high at all.
Yeah, Scoaljo is above me. So Scoaljo, in your 62 million point game, what did you do the most? Let's just call it just flat out. One thing. What did you do?
Multi-balls. I went for mostly just multi-balls. If I could get the mirrors lit, that was awesome. But I went for overall multi-balls, and I did get the gangway lit for the extra ball, which is not easy. So every time that the light over the right orbit between those bumpers is lit, you can go ahead and collect that, the gangway value at the bottom. But you can't relight it until you collect it. So you can't just keep lighting them. You have to collect and then light, which I didn't realize at first. So, yeah.
And so I'll get into that. This is the last thing we're going to talk about before we start playing. The extra balls in this game. The one thing I want to talk about is the gangway. It's actually pretty easy if you know how to do it. If you hit the left ramp, the ramp, the steps ramp, okay? First of all, that steps ramp leads to the left. There's actually two plungers on this game. I've never seen it in real life. Is there like there's like an actual plunger probably over on the left side of the table too, right?
I think there is. Yeah.
That's cool. So you just use the same thing as you do, like on this digital, you just use the same one, but that's cool. But if you hit that ramp, and without the steps lit, it lights that right orbit. So if you hit the left ramp, you can actually stop the ball on the left flipper and hit the right orbit. And then when you hit the right orbit, it comes right back. You let a dead flip and it comes back to the right flipper. You can hit the left ramp again, hit the right orbit. You can get that extra ball in probably 10 seconds if you're good. Mm-hmm. So I didn't realize that until one of the last times I played it. But because when you get the extra ball the first time, I don't. You can probably get it more than once, but I know like the first time that you get it, and if you were gonna get it again, you have to do it on a different ball. You actually start on like the third one. There's like you have to get like 6. You already start on the third one the very first time, so you only have to hit that like 4 times. So there's that extra ball. One of the modes on the mirror is just lighting the extra ball, which you collect it up the very center. I think the other one is that what is it, like 9 million or 10 million on this game? You get an extra ball.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And very last thing is that steps on the left where you plunge the ball. There is apparently a way to get an extra ball there. I've never done that. I know nothing about it. I know that it's like lit, and I could swear that I plunge it down there, and it just does nothing. Scoaljo, do you know anything about that step shot?
I don't. I haven't gone for it a ton of times, and every time I do go for it, I just kind of blindly throw it up there. I haven't hit it enough to actually figure it out yet. So.
What about you, Chalatalove?
That left plunger, it's hard to gauge any kind of anything off of that. You can't see the plunger at all, so it's a blind shot. I don't know. I haven't been able to figure out how to make any kind of accurate shots on that left plunge.
Yeah, you can't see the plunger, so you can't really know. Dude, I just blasted off. And then sometimes Rudy goes, hey, that was a good shot. And then sometimes he goes, better luck next time. I'm like, dude, it was the same exact damn shot. I don't know what the hell just happened. I didn't look at the DMD. I don't see any more points. I don't see an extra ball lit for damn sure. So I don't know. But if anybody figures out something about that game, put it in the chat. I have no idea. But anyways, guys, that's the 3 games in Williams Pack 6. Honestly, I think one of the best Williams pinball volumes, in my opinion, like as far as like across the whole spectrum. And I know that I'm not a huge fan of Dr. Dude, but some people are. Like I'm like I'm not saying it's objectively bad. Where sometimes you get into a pack and it's like, well, there's like one dud. I don't think there's any duds in this pack. We'll go around the horn one more time before we play. Scoaljo, what do you think about this pack? Do you recommend this pack? And what would be one thing you'd tell somebody who hasn't bought it yet?
Absolutely. I 100% recommend this pack. It's got if somebody is on the fence about it, I would say none of these 3 tables are the same. They're all a little bit different. They all play a little bit different. And definitely pick it up. It's a fun pack.
For sure. What about you, Chalatalove? Do you agree? Would you also recommend this? And I personally think like FunHouse is almost in like it almost creeps up. I know like nobody else said FunHouse, but I know that this is creeping up into like top 5 tables on the machine for me. Do you feel about that way about any of these?
I think this is a solid pack. Definitely a pack that you should invest in. I wouldn't say it's in my top. I would say it's in my top 10. Definitely not in my top 5 though. For FunHouse.
Right. Gotcha. Well, it's always you always got that recency bias too. Like, ask me again in a month. FunHouse will probably be like 12 or 13. But right now, like when I'm playing this machine, I want to play FunHouse. So, which you wouldn't be able to tell by looking at my backlash score, but I do like this game, guys. So.
Well, Backlash is glitched out anyway.
Oh yeah, one last thing. Yeah, I really hope that they fix that because there's that.
Yeah,
it must be just I don't know how it worked, like how they're getting it, but like whenever they submit their score, there must be some sort. I think Chaotic might have even pointed it out. There's some sort of like overflow. There's some sort of score that triggers like it just maxes out. Like because you can't get even if you had an exploit glitch where like you just let the ball sit there and score points, there's not enough time to get 3.6 billion points. So it's some sort of way that when somebody's getting a score and they put it in, it triggers something. I really wish they'd fix it though, because right now I'm looking at the scoreboard. I think there's 4 of them, so it's like the 5th on the back glass is the number 1 score.
Yeah.
You think they could just fix that, but we'll see.
Shout out to Real Creamer.
Yeah, real Creamer right now holding it down. So thank you, Scoaljo and Chalatalove. You guys can close this screen and get your streams going. And while they do that, I will go ahead and put myself full screen. So guys, the way this is going to work, I know we did a really long discussion, but you know, when you get these Williams packs, especially ones that I think like are this good, we're going to talk about them for a while. So yeah, this discussion took a little bit, but we are going to play. So we're going to do the same thing that we did last week. We're going to do a little mini competition. We're going to play all 3 games. You only get 1 game, 3 balls. Well, plus your extra balls. But we're going to play Space Station, right? We're going to play Space Station, Dr. Dude, and FunHouse. Okay? For you guys, we've been doing the thing where, you know, you can pick and see, like you can try to see if you can get close to the high score. The high score on this game will be FunHouse. Okay? So the top 10 on this game right now, I think, is in the mid 40s. Maybe it's closer to 50. And then the high score right now is 64 million. So put your guess in the chat of what you think the high score of FunHouse is going to be. All right? So we're all going to play 1 game each. If we get done, and you know, if we get done like really fast, maybe we'll run it back. But we did the discussion for so long that we probably won't. And we also might have a couple guests tonight too, and they are eligible to get the high score. So if we do have any guests, we're going to follow this structure. So we're going to play Space Station, Dr. Dude, FunHouse. Go ahead, put your guess in the chat of what you think the high score on FunHouse is going to be. and don't you go nowhere. Red Tech is telling me to zoom out of Scoaljo. There is no
Cool.
up and down. That's literally his. That's as big as his stream is. I mean, I can go ahead and try to make this a little smaller. But that's it, man. That's
Sounds
how
good.
that's how he's streaming.
Go ahead and get rolling.
All right.
All right.
We have ignition.
Hey, do
I'll go ahead and let you guys listen to him.
just a little bit. All right. My volume up. Cool. Good. Oh my goodness, that went straight down the outlane. Alright, so it looks like I'm probably going to have a 2-ball disadvantage, or a 1-ball disadvantage, I guess, on this first game.
Defender docked.
Sounds like Scoaljo's already having some problems over there. But we will, we just got into the multi-ball here, so let's go ahead and see if we can do this.
Docking complete. Negative, you must redock.
Redact now.
Condition green. Condition green.
Redact now.
You're back on course. Roger, Liberty.
Redact now.
I didn't mean to do that, but
Condition green.
Redact now.
You're looking good.
Redact now.
hopefully my volume is
Roger,
still
Liberty.
good.
You're looking
If I'm too
good.
quiet,
Do
let
you
me know.
copy?
See, like, so, like,
Now.
now that I'm here,
Condition green.
this would be, I mean, I'd actually want to be going for the
You're looking good.
center to try to fill out my
Redact
stop and
now.
score multiplier. But,
Do you copy?
whoa, okay. I guess you can't sit there for that long. But anyways,
Roger, Liberty. Do you
let's try to lock a ball again.
Redact now.
If you sit there for too long, it does the ball find and it thinks the ball's stuck. So that's fine. I was in a really crappy spot there anyways because that stop and score had come back up. Now let's get this restarted. You got to fill out that 1, 2, 3 on the top there. So I got 3. You might not be able to see it, but I have 3. I'll just explain it as I go. And now I have 1 and 3. Now I got it. Now I relet my lock. Ooh. Mm. Is Chalatalove already done?
Cool. All right, man. You've just got surround pinball on you today, don't you, brother? I bet you are ecstatic and you are in just pinball heaven right now. Isn't that what you want? The score we care about is FunHouse. Well, hopefully I can do something decent in FunHouse, but right now I'm just sucking on Space Station. I want to play another game, but I don't know if these guys are watching here.
Chalatalove, if you want to play another game, you can, but we know what you got.
Sad.
Do you copy?
Redact now.
Condition green.
Redact now.
Roger, Liberty. You're looking good. Do you copy?
Redact now.
Roger, Liberty. You're looking good. Do you copy?
Redact
Gosh, I
now.
can't. Those balls just
Roger, Liberty.
completely sunk. I mean,
Redact
just
now.
they're what?
Roger, Liberty.
If I what? Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Bay doors are open.
Roger, Liberty. You're looking good. Do you copy?
Redact now.
Mission accomplished.
All right, when you got an extra ball here in the 3-ball, you can shoot that right away. Not a bad idea.
Mission accomplished.
Looks like I already won. Let's get through this multi-ball and we'll see how much I get here. What I will say to those two is I did learn how to play this game. In my defense.
Mission accomplished.
See, like I want to do a post pass here because I just nudged out. That should work, right? Maybe. I got a 5 times bonus, dude. I actually could get a super high score here. I'm probably gonna quit. We'll see how much I can get from this multi-ball. It's funny. I've never got. Okay, there I lost the ball. I've actually never gotten to 5 times bonus. But anyways, guys, that's how you play. That's how you play Space Station. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go on to Dr. Dude. Yeah, Mystery Encoder. Yeah, we're all playing on the 4KP, but Chalatalove, his exposure is a little different. And I'm also on a second order stream, like he's streaming, so I'm doing it. It's not gonna be perfect, it's never gonna be perfect, but we all are playing on the 4KP. We're doing the best we can. Good to see you though, buddy. Hope you're doing well. All right, so I did win Space Shuttle, so let's go ahead and go on to the next round. Oh yeah, man. I understand. Yeah, it's just well, here's the thing. Here's one thing that I can do, mystery encoder, which actually I should do for my Williams. The problem is that like here's what well, watch this. Here's what I normally do for these Williams games that have the total black DMD. I put a filter on there. I do a color correction, and I just turn the brightness down, and you can actually make it so that it's like black. But the problem is like that looks really good now, right? The only problem is sometimes like I usually don't put that on there unless I know that I'm always going to be playing a Williams game, because when you play some of the Magic Pixel games, the DMD is a lot. It doesn't have so much black. It's actually got animations and stuff. And when you turn it down like this, you can't see it. But tonight I can actually leave it like this. All right. Yeah. You know, it's fun. I was always wondering, like, I really would have liked the Pinball FX VR. They should have a way that you can stream that. Like, just do a... Oh, look at that. It's blurry. They should have a way where you can just do that. Like, you can just only do the playfield, right? But it's all good. Yeah, I know it's jarring, but see, like, yeah, mine, like, his brightness and gamma is way down. Like, if I wanted mine to look like that, I could even do that if I wanted. Let's see if I can do that. I'll go ahead and give you Scoaljo's audio. See, like you can do that, but if I were to go play a Magic Pixel game right now, it would look like shit. So I normally don't have it. But actually tonight, no, it's good because they're all these Williams games. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play.
All right. Man, I cannot see this at all. There we go.
Yeah, we had a super long discussion, but I did win the first round. So.
All right. So I'm going to do a nice little soft plunge here. A second. All right. Let's see if we can do that. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to soft plunge. I'm going to do a medium plunge. Oop. Once it comes back out of there, I'm going to try to catch it. Once it comes back down, dead flips. And we're going to go for Gift of Gab.
Hey, how you doing? Bonjour.
Oh, I got the heart of rock and roll. Okay, so we're going to try to get over here into this magnetic personality. Nice. Catch it over here. Ooh. Slow down. Catch it.
So there's those three. this is the hard part for me. Uh-oh. Yeah. Don't go down the middle. Please don't go down the middle. Whatever you do. Alright, I gotta hit this. I gotta get it up the Mixmaster. There's that. And up the Ray. Don't go down the aisle, please. Thank you. So now I get it up there. Now we're starting multi-ball. 2-ball multi-ball. Trying to get up that just almost blew that. No. Oh, I knew it was gonna happen. I blew that. But this game is so fast. So fast. Wicked fast. It does not give you a whole lot of time to react. So it's hard to really get this ball under control. Son of a bitch. Man, this game's gonna
Well, that
kick
makes
my
one
butt
of us,
tonight.
Pete.
Magnetic personality. Or not. There we go. One more. All right, so I'm going to catch it on a nice little cradle here and try to get the gift of gab. Oof, not what I wanted to do. Oh, sweet. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm going to shoot up to the... Ah!
Dr. Rude. Here, I get to my volume down. Should be called Dr. Rude. I like that.
What are we looking at?
That's funny.
All right.
Well, Scoaljo has already won.
Down to here. We're going to pick up the gift
Dr.
of
Dude,
gab. At least try to.
This is lightning.
Moving on. Moving on.
Moving on, moving on, moving on.
And Scoaljo's got what, 5 million there? Okay, now to get this creepy little bastard out of the way. FunHouse. This is the one that everybody is waiting for. So, I hope to do you guys proud, but I am not promising anything with this damn table. You know, I might just go for the damn skill shots.
I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't. I don't think that's a bad idea.
My top score on this is a little over 40 million. Very, very much so a
Hey! family.
An Adams family. Adams family is a tough one for me as well. So it just goes to show that this one is the same way for me. Although not as bad as cheap drains on this one as the Adams family. Adams family's got some pretty cheap drains. This one, in my opinion, on this pack has got the most lag of them all. So you really got to get used to the little tiny bit of lag that this one has.
All right, now I'm gonna try to get Ben on here.
Cool. So, but
Let me go ahead and mute him up. Let me see if I can get Ben on here. So like I said, guys, if you stream and you submit your URL, I can get you on here. Because in a very few short seconds here, we're gonna have Ben on here. Whoop! Nope. I almost did that wrong. What I want to do first is go to studio mode, and then do it. So Ben's already playing. I'll leave him up for a little bit and I'll go ahead and get started. Ooh.
FunHouse. I don't want to play this.
Oh, I thought he was on FunHouse. I'll go ahead and change it.
FunHouse.
Okay, cool. Looks like Chalatalove has started too.
My bad. I thought he was on FunHouse. I couldn't tell. Yeah, we're good to go here.
Super Dogs. So I don't really go after Super Dogs.
Yum, yum. Yum,
Oh, do something. Oh, get in there. There we go. Jet bumpers at maximum.
You're making me very unhappy.
Ah!
Sorry, I just had to refresh it.
Oh!
It's getting late.
I don't ever have a drain down there. Alright, we need to pick up an extra ball here.
That's not funny.
Oh no! Well, so that was a bad game. Ah, I think that's me. 3-7.
I'm already done.
game over. She gone.
Holy cow, we lost already.
TomatoGrass says she gone.
Oh my
Sorry, guys.
God.
This is not my table.
Oh my Lord.
Not my table at all. Not my night. My goodness, how embarrassing.
let's see if Ben can do it.
He's got 4. Are you serious? Come on.
After this, we're going to run it back. So Chalatalove and Scoaljo, you guys are wondering what's going to happen. After this, we're going to run it back. We're just going to play again. All three.
Come back here.
Ben wins. All right, I'm gonna put that in, and we're going back to space station.
Come back here.
No, it's funny. I forgot what I was doing in that game. Like, I know what to do, and then like I'm sitting there playing. I'm like, dude, I don't even know what I'm shooting for here. Did that ever happen to you? It happened to me.
Stop running around.
All right, so we will go ahead and we're gonna play space station again. But I'm gonna go use the bathroom really quick. But I'll be right back. Don't you guys go nowhere.
Add some of this stuff out.
Have ignition.
All right. Let's see what kind of points I can put up this time around. Let's make something happen.
Defender dock.
Come on. Ooh, slow down there, buddy. I mean, I know I can do that to increase my pop bumpers points. Ugh.
All right, here we go. Ooh, not good. Let's go, baby.
Negative, you must redock.
Redact now.
Condition green.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh my lord, look at this. It's going to hell in a handbasket.
You're looking good. Do you copy?
Redact now.
I didn't have time
Do
to
you copy? Mission
try to get
accomplished.
as much as I could. There you go. Oh, no, no! Oh, man, that almost tilted.
Mission accomplished.
Let's go, baby. Let's make sure. Let's see if Ben is. Let's see if Ben got the memo. He did. All right, here we go.
Mission accomplished.
It's looking good here. We're at 2 times. We're good. Oh, you bastard! I knew it was going to go out there. Damn it. All right, well, we got 2 million so far.
Ron, can you please open this? Please, wait a minute. Watch this one.
Big vendor dock.
Wait, this is the
Should have done that. There we go. Extra ball.
Mission accomplished.
Got an extra ball for something. Oh, I should have hit that. There we go.
Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished.
That's ideally what you want to try to do. Oh, I lost it there. That sucks. Oh, right down the freaking center, man. That's crap. Damn it. All right, let's see if we can restart this lock. There we go, we got that. Uh-oh. There we go.
Bay doors are open.
Oh my goodness, I almost lost that. See, Christina, I'm dancing. I'm sure you see me dancing. I do it too. Lots of people do it. Be giving Christina a hard time there, Dennis, about dancing when she's playing. Come on. All right.
Liberty docked.
There we go. 2 times the multiplier. You son of a gun, you. Slow it down here. Damn it. That was just a bad shot. I know I don't want to hit it up there, but right now, I'm just trying to stay alive.
Defender docked.
What's TomatoGrass at? 2.
All right, here we go. Come on. Let's go. Come on now.
Docking complete. Negative, you must redock.
Redact now.
Condition green. Condition green.
Redact now.
Condition green.
Bay doors are open.
Roger, Liberty. Do you copy?
Redact now.
Do you copy?
Redact now.
Mission accomplished.
Let's go, baby. Come on now. Come on now. We got this. Unbelievable. Tried to get fancy. That was stupid. Don't do that. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that, because that's so stupid. I tried to backhand that shot. That's just dumb. But at least I'm on my ball too. What am I doing? I need to shoot it up the middle. There we go. We got all 3. Come on. The problem is I'm about to freaking tilt. Well, now I'm going to lose. That sucks. Hey, you know, if Chalatalove wins this, everybody will have won a round.
Liberty docked.
He won. He won because it screwed me. It's okay. Every person has won a match. Every person.
Congratulations, Chalatalove, buddy.
But yeah, you guys can start whenever you want. I'm going to get myself a drink, and then my game's not going to take very long.
Cool, congratulations. We all got a match in. That's awesome. Alright, looks like they're loading up Dr. Dude. I will go ahead and get rolling. Slow down. Okay. Nice.
Stop
Okay,
nudging
now
me.
Gift of Gab.
Ben already won a round. It's
Nice.
1-1-1-1. We've played 4 games.
Try to do that. Nice. Oh, whoa. Cool, so we got a Mixmaster lit. Oh, it didn't hit anything. Slow down. Alright, cool. Whoa. Come on.
Oh my gosh! Are you serious?
Hey,
man?
extra ball.
Horrible.
Ah.
Go right down the middle again.
Ah. There we go. Get in there. Give me some more jackpots. Ooh, that was a funny little thing. Ah.
Dude, this game is so fast, it's ridiculous. Dude, you miss a shot, the ball is coming at you 1,000 miles an hour.
Okay, nice. Slow down there. Part of rock and roll shot. Ooh. I don't know if I should just go for it. If I should just try to get it into a mix master. Yep. That's the way to do it. Oh!
I've never seen a ball drain that
Oh,
fast.
it's not even foaming.
Unreal.
What are we looking at score-wise? Come on. Let's do something fun. Get in there. Okay, catch the ray. I'm a cool dude.
Stop nudging me. It's all table specific, but most of the time, when the ball is coming next to a slingshot, if you up nudge it, forward nudge it on a Zen table, it'll slow it down. Sometimes, like on this one, it might actually be. I think when I stopped it a couple times, I did a right nudge. Like let's say it's coming down the right end lane, I did a right nudge to bounce it into the slingshot. But sometimes you gotta do an up nudge. It's all table specific. Just try out both. And you'll figure out pretty soon which one it is, one or the other.
Which is not easy.
This is a big match here because whoever wins this, well, so what we're gonna do is we are going to we're gonna play it out and see if anybody gets 3 points, and then we'll do a playoff with whoever's 1 and 2, right? For the glory, see who gets the most wins. That sounds fun. I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun? I know it's a Monday. Look at this match. Holy shit. Oh, Scoaljo just drained his multi-ball. Oh, no. Pretty sure that was it, man. It came down to the wire there.
Ah, Ben got me. Just barely. Well done.
Oh, boy.
His game's still rolling, actually. Well done, Ben. Well done. What a close game. Ah.
It's FunHouse again.
Ben gets lost in the plane. That's cool though. Alright, looks like everybody's getting set up. Be the second round of the go. Let's see.
So what we'll do is,
can you control how hard you nudge?
whoever wins.
No, not really, man. It's just a one button.
Look at the dog.
It does have a
Look at the
little
dog on there.
Table.
Scoaljo, that's funny. I gotta go over there. Like a dog on the playfield. Or is that a cat? That was funny. That's a cat. I can't tell. That's a cat. Oh, I heard it. I heard it. That's awesome.
All right, we got a cat issue.
That is funny.
Do it, you know, if you do it a little softer, a little harder, or anything like that, most of the time you're not gonna get too much of a difference.
All right. I gotta remember. I gotta just take a minute and just
hit a right or a left nudge, and that ball will fly. I mean,
I gotta just take a minute because the first time I played this game tonight, I got like in my head. I was like, I don't really know. I forget what I'm supposed to be doing here. So to get the multi-ball, you hit the scoop, and then you gotta hit Rudy's mouth. But if I want to do not the multi-ball, that's the mirror. To do the multi-ball, you got to basically hit the bumpers. What's going to be the way to win this? You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to win this. I don't need to get 60 million points, right? I might only need to get 15, right? So what's the easiest way to do that? See, this is why I like this format of this show now, guys, because this is changing the game now, right? This is, if you're going to like a pinball arcade or a pinball tournament, this is the way you need to be thinking, right? What do I need to do? Because there's a bunch of different elements to this, right? Because there's usually always something that's safe on a table. There's something that's going to give you a lot of points fast, but it might be risky. But you're thinking it's like, what do I want to take? I don't really want to take a lot of risks. So what's the best way for me to be setting myself up to get points or maybe extra balls? In tournaments, you don't get extra balls, but here you do. But what's the best way to set myself up for extra balls? Just to get myself safe and comfortable. Because the worst thing is you start going for something risky and you drain ball 1. And then you drain ball 2. And now you're on ball 3 and I'm sitting here with 500,000 points. So stuff to think about. What do I really want to do here to maximize my success when I've only got 1 game? See, and this is different from even Battle of the Streamers. Battle of the Streamers, you got 3 games. Here, you get 1 game. That's it. 3 balls, and you're done. So what do I want to do here? I'll keep pondering it, and we'll go over to Scoaljo.
Need to line up those shots a little better. Alright, let's roll into a game. Alright, so I'm going to try to get... Nope, that was bad plunge. Short plunge. But maybe we'll get a nice little... roll over. Nope. It's okay. It's safe, right?
Right back at ya, Chucky. Hey, Chucky,
Okay.
there's an extra ball.
Extra ball lit. Always nice to get first.
Great shot.
And collected.
Here it comes. Ow!
That always makes me nervous when it comes down there. Quick multi-ball. We will take it.
Let's play 2.
Get around there. Nice.
I feel like a million.
Oh. Yeah, that one went right down the middle. Not cool, man.
Hey, Chucky.
Wow. 11:45.
Quick time on the clock.
Drop. Nice.
I'm not happy with you now. It's getting late.
Alright. Oh, jumped out of the steps. I've had that happen a few times.
Oh no.
But we were locked for multi-ball. Let's make something happen this time.
That's the 3rd time this goddamn game. I've made a slap save and it just comes right back down the middle, man.
Don't go around. Nice. Alright, let's start multi-ball by hitting Rudy. Such a... And we lost him. That's okay. The nice thing about this is the multi-ball does stay.
You're making me very unhappy. I thought we were pals.
Ah. Okay. Come on, Rudy. Slow down. Okay. Oh, and it's stuck in Rudy. Alright. So this is a situation that it's going to... So what's going to happen is it's going to come down here and it's so hard to get. Ooh, we got it. Come on. Whoa. Alright, we'll take steps. I don't know what I'm doing here. Alright. Hey, that worked out. Boo, boo, boo.
My game's already over. I had the center lock lit, and I missed it 17 times in a row, guys. I missed the center 17 times in a
Get
row.
back into our lock. There we go.
Couldn't hit it one time out of 17 times.
Skill shot into Rudy, and then shoot into the trapdoor. Nice. Come on. Give me the balls back. Nice. Okay. Ooh. Get up there. Ah. Alright, well we didn't get in the trap though. Sorry.
Oh boy, oh boy. Ow! You big
Slow shot.
gangway!
Ah!
I didn't even see Jabba's chat there. My bad.
Ah!
Hey Chucky, shoot again!
Hey Chucky, shoot again. That's too hard. Oh no, I thought I did not think this was
Ow! This is really starting to annoy me.
like that. Alright, we'll take $500,000.
Gangway! Power burn!
We got jet bumpers at max. Oh! Oh, I thought I could nudge that.
Damn.
Shoot again!
Well, this is definitely a lot better than the first one.
Power burn!
Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good.
Here it comes!
Damn it. Oh, it's not good.
You can have it back, Spunky!
I'll be the commentator role now because I am out of the competition, guys. I have officially only won one game. Somebody is going to win 2 or 3 here.
Power burn!
And then it'll go down to the finals. They're going to play a game of Space Station.
Uh-oh.
Quit playing with the clock!
Quit playing with the clock! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't play with the clock! Oh, that was bad. That's not good.
You're making me very unhappy.
How's everybody doing tonight, though? See, I'm in my comfortable spot now. I don't have to compete
Too early.
anymore. I look like
Too
a
early
putz.
to hit. Still too early.
I'm just happy. I put this show together tonight. I put a lot of work into this, and I'm glad it's paying off.
Oh, come on.
You're making me very unhappy.
Keep doing the same thing. Oh my goodness. There it is.
Scoaljo is done with 19 million.
Oh no.
So what am I at? 19. Chalatalove still on ball 1.
Sorry, I got distracted. I was watching Chalatalove and I was listening to that music and I was like, wait a minute, I ought to put the audio on him, don't you think? Chalatalove is putting together a clinic
Come on,
right
ball,
now.
quit jumping around. Oh, you bastard. You almost went out on me.
Oh, you just reset it. You just reset it now. That trap door's open. Oh, he hit it in Rudy. That's not where he wanted to go. He's trying to put it right in there, get it to the flipper. He got it. Oh my God. Bro, he's putting on a clinic how to score on this game. As Ben tilts.
Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was so lucky right there.
Look over there. Right back at you, Spunky. Ow. Millions.
Well, Ryan, what I don't appreciate is when I put your comment up and it doesn't show the whole thing. Here, watch this. I'll do this. It still didn't do it. All right.
Oh,
but no, thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate that, man. You know, I'm trying here. You know, and this is just for fun. You know, I know some people have been commenting lately, like I'm some big production, and I need to do this, need to do that, but you know, I take that criticism though, and I'm trying to make it better every week. You know, and like this in particular, I'm trying to make this like a little competition. Like, you know, if you were going to your friend's house and you were having a couple of drinks and we're going to have a pinball competition, this is how I want it to go. And we can actually streamline it because we can all play at the same time.
Oh, no.
Right? Like, we're on our 6th game.
Oh, no.
We've only been playing for an hour and a half, right? Not even. The discussion was almost an hour. We've only been playing for an hour and 12 minutes.
Keep going. Thank you.
But no, thank you, Ryan. Really appreciate it.
Got another extra ball? Holy shit.
Yeah, pinball was, and I totally get it. That's why it's like, I haven't really...
get to it here in a second.
I haven't really been too, like, heartbroken over anything anybody said. Like, it was a couple weeks ago. Like,
there it is.
Look at, this is episode 12. You even go back to episode 7 and look at how much I've changed between then and now. Like, people were like, hey, put the playfield up so we can see what you're talking about. Now I do that. And then people are talking about, hey, this guy's audio is messed up, and they're referring to them as the bottom guy. I'm like, well, let's put the names on there. So I put the names on there. And then I was like, you know what? I think what would be the best is to just make this. It is fun. It is cool, you know, trying to watch people get really high scores. But I think it's way better for the community to see how people that are good at these games play on a regular basis on one game, not resetting the game 50 times. How are they going to do when they got one game?
Unlimited Millions is lit. Okay.
Because I think there's a there's a little bit of a stigma for some of the people that are really good, like the people on this show that are putting up high scores, that it's like, oh, it's all about, they're just putting in the most attempts. Well, these guys are really good, okay? And we might have a game of space station that has 300,000, but we're totally capable of putting in 12 million.
That was horrible.
Okay, Chalatove's already got 24 million on this FunHouse. We're gonna see the end of this game.
What did I ever do to you?
And then they're gonna have one more game for the glory.
Quit playing with the clock.
Scoaljo, we're still gonna play one more game. Like, unless you don't want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. I can just move Ben over. But we're gonna play one more game of Space Shuttle. Okay? If that's if Chalatalove wins. Okay? If Chalatalove wins this game, we're all gonna play. It's almost like NASCAR, like how like everybody races, but you're really only worried about how the top people are doing there in the playoffs. It's kind of like what we're gonna do. We're still gonna play. I'm still gonna play Space Shuttle, but my game ain't gonna matter.
All right, this dude's snoring. I put him to sleep.
That's what I'm trying to do, Pinball Wizard. Absolutely. We got to get you back on here.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, I missed it again. All right.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Stop nudging me. Absolutely.
This multi-ball, that'd be amazing. Come on. Let's go right here. Come on. Oh, come on. You're killing me, Smalls. Come on. Oh, I missed him. Come on. I got it. Yes. I'm not sure if it's still
Yeah,
on.
Scoaljo. Yeah, we're gonna play
No,
Space Station
just
right after
ended.
this. It is the final game, because that's gonna be the fastest of all of them, I believe. And we'll see who the winner is. Ben could win. If Ben wins it right now, then it doesn't matter, right? But he's got a lot of work to do if he's gonna do that.
Really waiting for that ball. Ah. Damn it.
Oh, okay. His game just ended. I didn't even see that. Well, Chalatalove gets the win. Then we're playing one game of Space Shuttle. If you got to go to bed, then I guess you could forfeit, right? That's cool too. But we're gonna play one game of Space Shuttle, bro, and that's it. And we're not gonna play all 3 rounds, but we're gonna play one game of Space Shuttle. But Chalatalove pulls out the win, and they're tied at 2 rounds apiece. I guess what I could do for next time is I gotta make a couple more. I'll make an extra couple of videos of those tables, and we will and we'll make them rounds 4, 5, and 6 and finals. I mean, it only takes me a minute to make a video. Chalatalove is gonna play this probably for a little bit.
It's up
to him whether he wants to finish the game or not.
This could be a personal best for me, damn it.
We'll let him finish.
I I know. Say good. Look at that. I'm on ball 1. I am on ball 1.
He can play the game if he wants.
This is heartbreaking. This is so hard for me to do here, guys. I have to stop this game to play the tiebreaker. Brutal. Brutal. There's quite a few games I'm in that, man, this multi-ball thing. Holy hell. Yeah, I know, right?
He's allowed to finish. Like, I didn't tell him he has to.
We'll do this again. I promise you, we'll get here again. I know I'll do better on this one. So, no, you know, guys, I won't do that to you guys. I'll stop here and.
You say you can play if you want to. You play.
Well, I don't want to. Yeah, it's like almost 10 minutes till 10 o'clock, guys. We'll do it again. Look at
Ben's already okay. Well, Ben's feed's already gone.
It's okay. It's cool.
We'll get him back.
We'll play. We'll play this one. We'll play for the tiebreaker. Here we go. See if I can pull this one off, because this is the one. This hasn't been the one that was giving me a hard time, but okay. Devoted to the craft. Just say that.
Ben literally says he's got a drop. See, that's why I told you that you could have just finished it.
That's all we talk about is balls. Who has the most balls? Whose balls are the shiniest? Whose balls are the most plentiful? All right.
Here's what we're gonna do, guys. So Ben had to drop. Hopefully I'll get him. I'll get him to come back. I don't know why he did that. It was obvious. I said it multiple times that there was gonna be a tiebreaker. Jesus. But here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're going to, if you can go to the Video Ninja without ending your stream, Chalatalove, let's do that, because then we might be able to get Ben back for the finals. But as of right now, Chalatalove, it looks like you're going to just win by default. But what we're going to do, I'm sorry, I couldn't anticipate. Hey, you know, sometimes there's some things that you just have to, like in the future, I'll be able to anticipate it. And I'll say, hey, if you have a high score, just don't end it, because wouldn't we like to be watching Chalatalove get a high score right now? We would like that. He didn't have to end that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the debrief. I'll apologize to Chalatalove, and then we'll see if we can get Ben back on. So don't you guys go anywhere. All right, guys. Well, we'll see if Ben can come back. I don't know, though. But in the meantime, I'm here, and Scoaljo is here. Scoaljo, what did you think of those games tonight, man? I have a lot to say in a little time, but I'll let you have the floor first.
I had a lot of fun tonight. I was a little disappointed on how I played on Space Station, but for some reason I played well on Dr. Dude and put up a 4th back class score. So I'm pretty happy with that.
I'll tell you what about Dr. Dude. So first of all, I knew that I had no chance on any time we played that game. Dude, I've never played a game so fast.
It's super fast, yeah.
Ball, I have never seen, like, it's a good, I don't know what the frames per second is on that tape. Like, it's supposed to be 60, but maybe it's 30. Dude, there's no way that it can keep, like, it can't keep up. That ball is moving so fast across the table. I've never seen it. I've never seen that in real life. I mean, it would be interesting to see this table in real life because, dude, like, I'd shoot for like the left like ramp and I'd hit the post and the ball is coming. I always make it a joke of like when we're playing some of these other games, I'm like, oh, that was coming back 1,000 miles an hour. Yeah. That literally might be breaking the sound barrier the way that ball's coming back. Unbelievable.
Yeah. It's a fun table though. I actually like it a lot better than Party Zone now that I've played it some more. The Mixmaster thing is fun, but great job tonight, Chalatalove.
Chalatalove. Hey, Chalatalove, before you even say anything, first of all, okay, I didn't know that he was going to drop off. First of all, that's my fault. We were all watching you play, and I was like, there's no reason. You don't have to stop the game if you didn't want to. I feel bad.
Oh, dude, don't feel bad. It's no big deal, man. You know how many times I've done that before? It's no big deal, man. It's no big deal. The cool thing, I didn't want it to go like too late, and I know people got to work and all that other stuff. It's no big deal. It's cool, man. It's cool.
But anyways, yeah, you were killing it, and so we were seeing if Ben's going to come back. Probably, I doubt it. If he did, would you be willing to do a tiebreak game?
Yeah, dude, I'm done. Yeah. I'm down.
But anyways, we're going to do our little discussion here for a little bit. Give him some time. He's putting the kids to bed, apparently. So, you know what? Hey, you know what? You got to do what you got to do. And I respect it. So, I was talking with Scoaljo before you got here. We were talking about Dr. Dude. Dude, I've never seen a table play that fast in my entire life. I've never seen the ball move that fast. There has to be shock waves going on the table because the ball's breaking the sound barrier. Like, it's unbelievable.
Sonic booms.
Like, dude, you miss one shot and it doesn't. I mean, there's always a little bit of flipper latency, but like, dude, it's like just forget it. It's like even if I could have like negative latency, like if my mind was moving faster than a normal brain, I don't have time to react. There's literally the ball's gone.
The ball is not even a blur, dude. The ball is not even a blur. I mean, it's gone, dude.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I'm telling Scoaljo, I'm like, I know some of these games probably don't run at 60 frames. That probably runs at 60 frames, but with lower resolution. But I don't think that's enough. Like, it's probably only 2 frames from the time the ball hits the post to the time that it goes down. It's gone, like off the playfield, gone.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, wicked fast, man. Yeah.
One other thing that came up during the stream tonight that I tried to go into like a little bit of a philosophical kind of thing, and then I looked like an idiot because I just sucked. But it was when we were playing FunHouse, I think the second time, right? Well, because the first time we played FunHouse, right? And I've got a pretty good score on there. I'm like 5th or something on there. Yeah. Not with like a super high score, but I know how to play the game, right? Dude, we got to the game tonight, and like I hadn't warmed up on FunHouse or anything, and I was shooting the first ball, and it was about halfway through the first ball. I'm like, dude, I don't really know what the hell I'm doing here. Like, I forgot how to play this game. Has that ever happened to you, Chalatalove?
Yeah.
Have you ever felt that?
All the time. All
crazy.
the time, man. We play so many games, dude. You're sitting there like, okay, what game is this? What hell am I supposed to
Right.
do?
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
because we're doing this rapid fire. But what I like about this is that, guys, if you ever play in a pinball, like an actual like a tournament, it's like this. Okay, you're playing one game, and then when you're done, you're going to a different game. You don't have time to think about what the game that you're going to play. A lot of times, like when you go to a tournament or you playing like a league or something, you don't even know what you're going to play until you're there. Like it's like, oh, by the way, you're over here, and then you walk over to the table, and now you got to go play. And so that's why it was kind of like reminiscent. I'm like, because when I go play in league, like I don't have any idea how to play any of those games, but I was like, I even know how to play this game, and I'm sitting here and I just fire up the game, and I'm like, dude, what the hell am I doing? I'm already on ball 2, and I'm like, I'm just flipping the ball around. I don't even have any strategy. So that's why I literally, the second game, I sat there and I said, guys, if there's anything to learn from me playing horribly, it's this moment right here where I just sit here and think about there's different ways that you could play this game. You can go for high points really fast. You could try, obviously, if you're in a league, a lot of places turn extra balls off, but we didn't have them off. So I'm like, that's also one thing. Like maybe go for the extra ball right away because now you got an extra ball and you're comfortable. Like there's a difference. There's a really big merit when you're playing live of not even worrying about points, but just doing stuff to get yourself comfortable right in the beginning before you just start slinging the ball around and, you can get in real trouble because I'm telling you, I'll go to you, Scoaljo. Dude, I got to somebody I'm playing a game like FunHouse and I really know how to play the game. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can get 40 million on this game if I have a good game. And then I'm sitting there and it's ball 3 and I got 400,000. How does that feel? Do you know the feeling, right?
Oh, I know the feeling very well. It never feels good. And then maybe you got the extra ball lit and you missed the extra ball shot and it goes straight down the drain. And yeah, it's disappointing, but that's pinball, right? I mean, some games you're going to have one ball where you get a billion points and then the other 2 balls are going to be nothing. So that's one of the things I enjoy about it. Every game's a little bit different.
I tell you, that first game of Space Shuttle, man, I think I got a little bit over 100 million. That was it.
Oh, you pissed me off in that second game, dude.
Oh my gosh, I was one of those nights.
I was killing it on the second game, and I was looking over at yours, and I was like, well, I'm like 1 or 2 balls ahead. I'm totally fine. Yeah, don't get that feeling because next thing I know, I'm on ball 1 and I'm only a little bit behind. Next thing I know, I'm on ball 3. And I'm a little bit behind. And I'm like, dude, this is bull crap, man. Like, what the hell? Like, I thought I was doing good. But it's really funny. And shout out to Retro Tech. He put out a video talking about how he just played in his first tournament and he was playing against some really high-ranked players. And he was sitting there going, man, I was playing against this really high-ranked player. And, I think he was playing on the Addams Family. And he's like, yeah, he drained really fast. And the next thing I know, he's getting a really high score. He just stormed away from the machine. And I'm like, you know what? I can relate. I not relate, but I can empathize with that. Like, dude, it's just like what we were talking about in the very beginning of when we were doing our discussion earlier about how when you know how to play a game and you know what to be going for, it's even more discouraging when you are losing the ball, knowing that, dude, I could hit that and I'm good. And then it gets in your head because it's like you lose one ball and you're like, oh, man. And then it's like that thing is still lit and you're still going for it. And then you miss it again and the ball drains again. And then, I'll tell you, and I'll come over to you, Chalatalove. I don't know if you've ever felt like this. Pinball is a game of 3 balls, right? No one ball is more important than any other ball. Okay, you have 3 balls, but I am just as bad as the next person. Sometimes, man, I'll be on ball 1 with extra balls, and I'll lose a ball, and I'll be like, you gotta be freaking kidding me, and I'll get all pissed off, not thinking dude, I still got 2 or 3 balls left in this game. Why am I getting this mad over this, that little adversity when I've still got a lot of the game left, and then and that can end up screwing you over. So can you relate to that? Like, Retro Tech always says you only need one ball for greatness. And I'm telling you, some of my best games ever have been on the very last ball. So wouldn't you agree that, we always talk about patience, but dude, even if the ball says, if it says ball 3 on the screen, you got to be even more and more focused than you would be on ball 1, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree with you 100%. But when you lose that ball that you've been on and that you've scored basically the majority of your points on, it breaks the cycle. It breaks your momentum. It just stops it right there, and you're like, that was bullshit, man. No.
I believe that,
it does.
And you know what? That is like, it's one of the unique parts of kind of like why I like doing this this little competition that we're doing here instead of just free play. Just play as many games as you want, because when you free play as many games as you want, all those times where like that first ball like just goes away, and the second ball goes away, you just throw that away. But you really got to get used to the fact that you're gonna be on a roller coaster, even in a good game, even in like your best game ever. Like, let's say you got 100 million on FunHouse, right? That game probably wasn't like you going like it was just great. You were gonna face some adversity in that game, okay? And that's why I like this structure where we play a limited number of games, because you face it a lot more. You're not just throwing away all those attempts that just don't mean nothing, because it's making us all a little tougher, right? We're going through the trenches where it's like, if you got 200,000 on space station, you got 200,000, bro. Practice up. It's not just we'll just play 5 games and hopefully one of them's good. Scoaljo, can you agree that there's going to be a lot of adversity when you're playing some of these games, especially when you're only playing one?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think it actually helps your game in the long run, because it builds up a little bit of that resiliency. And say you lose one ball, it's like, okay, now this is a 2-ball game. What do I have to do different to make this better? Should I go for the extra ball that I wouldn't necessarily do, at that point in the game? So yeah, I actually think playing one full game has been a lot of fun, and playing against other people and seeing what they do has been awesome. So I really like this format.
Yeah, I like this too, and I think it was you, Chalatalove, that said it like last week. Like, this is like the next best thing as opposed to having your friends come over and we're all going to play this machine. This is what this feels like, and it's even better in the fact that we can play. We played six games tonight, Whereas if you got a bunch of friends over, like, there's a lot of sitting around doing nothing. Well, not to say that if you play horribly like I did, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of sitting around doing nothing. Chalatalove getting 25 million, but at least it's not like you're sitting there like you had no chance to play. So if you don't like sitting around, you gotta play better. But no, I think this is great, and I really do like doing this. And I don't think we're going to get Ben back, so I feel even worse about it. You're gonna get it back.
Oh yeah, I know. I know I will.
Well, besides, if you want to be number 1 on the Backlash, you got to get $3 billion, right?
Yeah, good luck.
Got to do. No, guys, this was really fun, and I'm glad that the 3 of us like this. This is something that I've worked on it, and it's just like I really like the way that it is now, and I just want to keep doing this. We got Baby Shark coming.
Yes, we do.
I don't know. So speaking of which, guys, I'm going out of town next week because it's fall break. My wife's a teacher, so it's one of her only weeks that she gets to get off. So I won't be here Monday. So we'll either do the show on a different day or skip the week. I'll talk to you guys about it. But the next one that I want to do is I want to do sharks. Okay? We'll do Baby Shark. We'll do Jaws, and we'll do Dinosaur
Don't
Dynasty
say blue.
2.
Don't say deep blue ocean or not deep.
Yeah,
Blue.
no
That's what I
Deep
thought you were
Ocean.
gonna say.
Well, we ain't doing Deep Ocean. We'll do Dinosaur Dynasty 2. Or Sea of Thieves has a Megalodon on there. So
That's true.
That's true. There you go.
We'll decide
Man,
what
but that's
we
a
wanna do.
long table.
The problem with that game is it's going to take so freaking long to play it. So I think Dinosaur Dynasty 2 isn't a short game either. We'll go ahead and we'll add whoa, Jesus.
What's up,
I did
Ben?
not mean to do that. Hey, there he is. Ben. Good to see you. How you doing?
Sorry. Good. How's who won?
It was going to be between you and Chalatalove, and then you dropped off.
Oh, really? Well, wait. He had 2 wins, I guess.
That's what you guys both had 2 wins, so that's why I left it open to him, and it's open to you. Like if you're ready to go, that's fine. But we actually really want a tiebreaker, man. Are you willing to play?
Yeah. Okay. Well, what game we gotta play?
So you're playing Space Station.
All right. Let me set that up right now, man.
Okay, that's great. So
Awesome.
After this
This is overtime, baby.
It's overtime. We gotta crown a winner for crying out loud. Come on. All right. So what we're gonna do is once we wrap this up, and we're not gonna wrap it up right away because I want to hear what Ben has to say about some stuff. But once we wrap it up, then we'll go back to the scene where you and Chalatalove are playing. Scoaljo, you can play too. You're gonna be on the screen, so you can play. I compared it to like when you watch the playoffs in NASCAR. It's like there's some other guys racing, but they don't really matter. So, hey, you know what? You can go ahead and play. I'll be commentating. But anyways, Ben, glad that you can make it. We'll keep this brief. I was talking to Scoaljo and Chalatalove. I didn't really play Dr. Dude a whole lot, but when I played it during this competition, I've never seen a game that fast. Like, how do you deal with that? Because like I was telling them, it's almost like the games are still probably 60 frames, but it's like it feels like that's not even enough, and your brain's just not fast enough to register how fast that ball moves. I've never seen a game move that fast. What do you think about that?
No, I actually thought Party Zone moved pretty fast, but then when I played Dr. Dude, that actually all these tables move pretty fast. But Dr. Dude moves the fastest. I have no idea why. Every time you hit the ball, it doesn't even register. You don't see it. It just disappears because it just moves so fast. And the next moment you see it, it's in the drain.
Does that game have the lightning smaller flippers? It felt like those flippers were small. It might just be a fact of how fast the game is, but it felt like those flippers were pretty small.
It's either they're small or the gap in between them is a lot wider between.
Something. Because it's just like it was like I already felt hopeless because of how fast the ball went, and then it's just like there was something about the flippers that it was just even worse. But Ben, well, I'll ask you. We're gonna go around the horn, but I'll ask Ben first. What did you have fun tonight? And does your playing the games one at a time, does it change any of the games that you like? Do you like another game more than another? Because some of these games that can take a really long time definitely play a lot different once you played like a game like Dr. Dude's going to play different, or not even Dr. Dude. A game like FunHouse is going to play a lot different than Space Shuttle because it's more of it's by default a longer game, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean all the games play differently. So that's the hardest part about doing this one is that every table is so different. You have to play every table differently, and it's just like you have to just keep adjusting. I kind of like this format. It actually forces you to hop onto one machine to the next. It's like real tournament play. You're not going to have time to really play the same table over and over. The tournament's going to be multiple tables, so you got to get used to it pretty fast. Yep. I think that's what I was telling Retrotech too, is like during his tournament, during his thing, is like adapting is probably the most important skill to have.
Absolutely. That's what I was telling these guys right before you came on. I was like, this is probably the closest that you can get. Even if you played along, like this is the closest you're going to get to a tournament format, because I was telling Scoaljo and Chalatalove I was playing FunHouse, and it was like I was like on ball 2, and I was like, dude, I don't even really know what the hell. Like, I know how to play this game. I've played it 100 times. I know how to play it, but I'm losing focus. And like, if I lose focus for any longer, I'm gonna be done. Like, I'm gonna have to go. Like, I'm going to another game. It's like, like when you go to like these real competitions, you go from a table to a table to a table, and you don't even know what you're probably going to play until you get there. So that's why I really like this format. But as far as this format goes, Mad Ben Han and Chalatalove, 2 wins apiece. And they're going to play Space Shuttle for all the glory. Yeah, big round of applause for you guys. And Scoaljo and I will be watching from the... Scoaljo can play. You're going to be on the screen. I'm not going to be on the screen. Scoaljo, you can go ahead and play. But
all right.
They are going to be playing for the title. So thank you all so much for coming. I'm glad that we could discuss this pack. I really like this pack. This is one of my favorite packs in a long time. And I think everybody's really been enjoying it. And we will go ahead and we will... If you guys have stopped your streams, or if you got to restart them, just send me the URL again. And hopefully they're still going. Or if you got to restart them, just send it to me. If it takes me 5 minutes to get it set up, I'll do it. Okay? But don't you guys go nowhere, and just go ahead and fire your streams back up, and we'll see you in just a minute. Love. Go ahead. You know what? Everybody, just stop your game. Stop. Because we had to wait for everything to start over. Thank you. Okay, everybody just start over. We're starting fresh. This is the final game. Okay? Okay, this is going to be it, guys. Go ahead, and this. Oh, here, I'll put your name over there. Your name. You're on the right side. You're on the left side of the screen now. There. Okay. Now we're good. So let's go. Chalatalove and Mad Ben Han playing for the glory.
Here we go. We have ignition. Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
We're good? We're live?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Uh-oh, that was bad. This game's gonna start out like this. Really? Really? Okay, I can't let this get to me. Can't believe that happened.
Defender docked.
Ah, almost did it again.
Docked.
Turn up just a little tiny bit here. All right. Start this multi-ball here.
I'm sorry that took so long to get that set up, guys. You had to see what I was doing behind the scenes here. It's crazy, crazy work.
I can't get control of this ball. Son of a bitch. Looks like it's going to be an easy one for Mad Ben. I'm on ball 3 already. I cannot believe this is happening to me. Look at that shit. Congratulations, Mad Ben. I just had 3 of the worst freaking drains you could have in this game. Had 2 balls locked and blew it. Sorry, guys.
Wow.
That's pinball for you. Congratulations, Mad Ben.
Not over yet.
Back on course.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet, guys. Can you believe this shit? This is the kind of stuff that when you're playing Pinball League, this is what happens. Oh my God! There is no way! There is no way, people. There is no way, people. What did I just watch? All right, guys. Well, you watched it live on the Wizard Room. That's the crap that can happen to you. Hope you guys had a good one. This was a lot of fun. Until next time, keep flipping. Like Retrotech says, you only need one ball for greatness. And I will catch you all next time. So thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and say congratulations to Chalatalove in the chat. I will go back and see what Chalatalove was at. Hey, listen. When we're doing the FunHouse giveaway, it's going to be what Chalatalove was at. I don't want to hear no complaints about what he could have had, what he coulda, shoulda, woulda had. It's what he had when he hit quit. So that's what it's going to be. Thank you, guys. And until next time, this is TomatoGrass saying peace!